Hello, Orange Army. I am Kiamokgetse Mathibela, your UJTV sports rep host. So, as I mentioned today in our studio, we have two lovely students, Mbongiseni and Mpumelelo, who are part of our varsity esports club and will be telling us more about it. Mbongiseni, welcome. Mpumelelo.
Thank you. Thank you.
It is lovely having you here. Can you please tell us at least a bit more about yourself, who you are, what you do here, what varsity esports is all about? Because we do understand that it is something new, right? Varsity sports just announced it as an official, game, official league, official club. We just don't quite understand it. So I'd just like you guys to explain more about that.
Okay. I am Mbongiseni Ndaba, an honors student at UJ doing my honors in informatics, and I am the current coordinator of UJ Esports, and I am here with my partner.
My name is Pumelelo. Currently the chairperson at the UJ Esports Club. Then I'm doing my second year in information management. Yeah, then you can take away for more information about the club.
Yes, so UJ Esports was formed in 2020, which it wasn't popular, but as we moved on, we became the attraction. As we know, the university is big about 4IR, and esports is part of 4IR. So we are moving to that stage where now UJ Esports wants to be a big player in the esports, in varsity esports. So yeah, that is briefly something about UJ Esports Club.
Okay. I mean, I'll speak for myself. I didn't even know that esports is a thing, so I can only imagine that the rest of the students don't. So I just want to ask you guys, what does varsity esports actually entail and what skills do you need to have to compete?
So essentially in terms of skill, mostly with gaming, it's not necessarily like a huge skill gap because like learning games isn't really that like hard. It's just a matter of putting in the hours. Most people do actually play the games. It's just a matter of recognition. And some people, like you mentioned, don't know the club. So we're trying to get ourselves out there to actually get this skill from the students who do play. We have various games that they can play. Then they can join the club. Then through that, they can actually get to compete with the club.
Oh, okay. Actually, how would you say varsity, this esports is at UJ compared to like the rest of the country or compared to other varsities or even the continent, if you just have like an understanding of it like that?
So we are currently a baby when it comes to esports, but we are a growing baby. So esports comparing to other universities, they have more in terms of growth than us because they've been doing this thing since 2018. So we are still following in their footsteps, basing it on the fact that when we played against them in the USAs, we saw their level, and now we are trying to reach that level. So we are still a new kid on the block, the underdogs, but we are putting our foot down to say UJ all the way, and UJ is going to be the best.
I mean, with you saying that you guys are just a baby in this and you guys are already competing in something as big as varsity esports, I just want to ask, because I'm excited, I'm interested, like I'm also guessing everyone else will be when they see this. I just want to ask, can anyone actually like join your club, and how do people actually come and say, okay, I want to join your club?
So in terms of joining the club, UJ has a page where they have a list of all sports clubs in UJ. When you go to the page, you'll find the UJ Esports. You're going to find the email. You can send through an email that you're interested. Then you'll get a list of the games that we have and things like that. Then when it comes to competing, like the students have classes. We have your general community where we develop players, and anyone who's interested in being part of the club can join. Then we have an intermediate, those that are looking to get into elite performance team, but like you have those training sessions, you have those things where we select from, then you have those things. Né? Then from there, you have the elite team that goes and competes in varsity esports. That's where we get that kind of structure. But then like everyone is open to join and learn even from the club. Even if you don't have a gaming history, you can learn from the club, then end up competing if you're interested.
Okay. Mpumelelo, you said you're the chairperson, right?
Yes.
With you having had said you are in your second year, and already being the chairperson, already competing in such a big competition or tournament, for, if I can say that, what would you say makes a special player?
I would say, thing is with gaming, you have like such a broad line that like no two games are the same.
Okay.
even for the player or for the team. No two games are the same. Everyone has their unique style, you know? So the way you play determines how far you'll get.
Okay.
Willingness to learn as well. So like, because I've learned a lot of things from Bobo and our other team members, if you incorporate everything you learn into your game, that sets you apart.
Okay. Since you said that the club started in 2020, and now obviously there's something as big as varsity esports. I just want to ask, how many competitions do you guys have annually? Like, how many other competitions do you have? Do you have any other that you think are worth mentioning?
Okay, so we do host our own what you call this thing, tournaments that we have online for players, so that we discover more players.
Okay.
But competing with other universities, currently it's the USAs that we mostly prepare for, going to the USAs. But we do have external tournaments like Goliath Gaming, where we send our players to Goliath Gaming to play against the best players in South Africa. So also some of our players did go to Rage last year to compete.
That's lovely.
So it's all in pushing players to go out there and express, because another thing, esports, as much as it's it's a team sport, there's also a part where you have to propagate this thing of saying, as an individual, you have to push yourself to the limits. So that's what I think is mostly some things that we can mention in terms of tournaments. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I just want to ask, how has it been, when you guys were in previous competitions, even with the one you just came out of? How has the experience been? How has the pressure been? What have you learned from it?
Pressure? What pressure? That's what they say. But hey, it was our first USA tournament last year, so it was very scary to get there. The first few opening hours were very scary, and players not having the experience of such a big tournament. But as the days went by, like, we were actually adapting and doing better as a team.
Okay.
Given the performance we had for our first time, I'd say we did well, given the skill gap between us and the players that are already there.
Okay.
Yeah.
With you saying pressure, what pressure? That's a line us Gen Zs use when we are determined to win. So we're expecting quite a lot from you, actually. And still on that note, I just want to ask, where and when do you guys conduct trials? This is just for anyone who's literally looking at this and thinking, can I join, just ahead of everything coming up?
Okay, so with that, we literally have... we are based at APK under the squash courts, so the squash courts clubhouse. So that's where we are based mostly during culture period. So during culture period, that's where we have our casual gaming sessions. So for anyone that wants to join us, come play, just chill and vibe with the esports group. So we are there at that moment. But for people that want to compete, mostly it's going to be through our activations that we'll do with each each campus. So we'll have activations with each campus. So it will be online soon. So we'll say which dates are there, so that if you want to compete, those are the dates. But if you want to just have a jolt, you come to the clubhouse at the squash courts at APK.
And I stand to be corrected, but I believe culture period is on Fridays from 12 to 2. So
Yes.
I guess anyone can just come there.
Anyone.
Also, just want to ask, can those without consoles actually join your club?
Yes. So you're not limited to, like you said, you can learn from the club. So even if you don't have a gaming history, never had a console, no gaming experience, but it's something you're interested in, you can come through. The university has consoles. You can learn from them, and if you're going to be part of the club, you can use those to actually train for yourself and get training from the other members.
Okay. I just also want to ask, with you guys being a baby, babies grow, and clearly you are growing. Do you have any aspirations of representing UJ in some competitions abroad?
So as an esports club at UJ, last year we developed our own Vision 2027, which our vision statement was to put UJ at a top spot in all universities, and also push some of our players to go internationally. So the bigger picture of it is to make sure that UJ stamps its foot at the esports level in the country. So that is what we are planning as the club at UJ. So we might be called a baby, but we have big brains here to work.
I can tell, actually. I can tell.
Yeah.
And I just want to ask, with your existing players that you already have in your club, What do you think they need, other than being highly competitive? What do you think they actually need to, go out there and win trophies for you guys and win competitions? More especially because, you guys are about to go into a very big competition, the first of its kind. What do you think they need, or all of you guys need, to actually win that?
As a team sports, firstly, working together as a team before anything else,
Okay.
right? Before we're looking into maybe going for trainers or anything, people who have experience in such tournaments, it's us working together, training ourselves, everyone knowing each other's skill levels. Because when we go out, we can't say one is better than the other. We are going out as a team and we're one player when we go there, So I'd say we need more of, say, team networking.
Okay.
We need more team networking. Then if we can get that through, we have a culture, then that's a good start that will make us better as a team.
Okay. Actually, and I'm actually still surprised about what Mpumelelo said, him being the chairperson just in his second year. I actually want to ask you, do you have anything to say just to that little girl or that little boy just looking at this episode and thinking, I actually want to be a part of this, but I'm a bit shy, having had excelled, just, being in your second year, do you have anything to say to them, just to encourage them?
I would say that with especially gaming, it's actually not a space where you need to show face, and actually, if you're shy, you can actually game and win with your shyness, It's just the thing that, like, you're behind the screen, you're behind monitors, so like the shyness goes away when you're looking at the screen. It's you and the screen, you win games. Just pull through to the club, it'll be good.
Okay. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Thank you for coming here, and thank you for letting us know about esports. We wish you the best in all your future endeavors. Thank you so much. Those were our lovely UJ students who are part of our esports club.